Welcome to the Anxiety Coaches Podcast, a relaxing and informative show where we explore anxiety, panic, and PTSD, sharing how you can overcome them for life.
Aloha! Welcome back to the Anxiety Coaches Podcast. I'm your host and coach, Gina Ryan, and I am so happy to be with you again today as together we can consider the many ways to bring your mind and body back to its natural peace and calm. In today's episode, I want to talk about relaxing from head to toe. I know that I mention here and there different kinds of relaxation strategies. We have the body scan on the website. You can go and get that. Or many people do well with progressive muscle relaxation. These are nice things that you can do in the middle of your day. Once you learn a body scan through listening to it, you can do it on your own. You can do it at whatever speed to fill the time that you have available. But today I wanted to go over this relaxing from head to toe as another idea for you to insert little oasis of peace and calm in your day. If we can do this once in a while throughout our day, we can really begin to knock down some of that accumulating stress that we just add to it all day long. So if we can have little places where we wash it away or reduce it just a little bit, it gives us more stamina throughout the day. So there are different times when it's a good idea to use a relaxation strategy and times when it's not. So when to use a relaxation strategy, you could do it as a daily practice, just like you do exercise. And you could do it to lower tension and feel calmer in your body over time. And during times of distress during your day, in order to prevent avoidance of something that is integral to our life aims. And so what I mean by that is use a little bit of relaxation, a little relaxation strategy like I'm going to go through with you today to prevent you from avoiding something. Because sometimes we have to do things that are triggering or they are upsetting to us or they feel overwhelming, but we can do it. And if you can relax prior to it, that's a good time to do it. Like prior to, it's like washing away what has built up already throughout the day. And now you're going to start fresh and anew. Because that is like an assertive move. It is saying, I'm doing this exercise not to cure or eliminate my anxiety, but it will keep me from avoiding a stressful situation. Because then we can handle it. That's the point, is to be able to be relaxed and calm enough to handle whatever is coming up. Not to say this is going to keep me from getting anxious, because we don't know. We don't know when we're going to get anxious. It's okay because we can handle it, especially if we are proactive. When we face the anxiety, the brain learns that it is not so dangerous, which in turn lowers the anxiety in the long run. So you know you're going to go do something that is provoking to you, and it's different for everybody. So you get yourself into a relaxed state from head to toe. And what you are doing is saying your brain is going to get the message that it's not so dangerous because you went into it not hyped up, okay? So how should I relax? What will work for me? Everyone is different, and some relaxation skills work well for some people and others for other people. It is likely that there are some methods that you already are using to relax on all of the apps that are out there, or like I said, the body scan. Think about the exercises, practices, or activities that you use regularly in order to relax, and list them in your journal and put a little tickler, sticky note, or something in there, dog-ear the page or something, so that you will remember to go back there and look at that list when you need it. So now I want to talk to you about when not to use relaxation strategies. So if you are in a time of panic or severe distress, do not use a relaxation strategy as a way to get rid of the anxiety or panic. It won't work. That is not the time, okay? You can always relax your muscles and you can always breathe, but don't use the body scan as a way to get out of a panic attack, or relaxing from head to toe as a way to get out of a panic attack. You want to be able to just ride that out once it has already started. You also do not want to use relaxation strategies as a replacement for, if you're working with CBT with your therapist, or if you're doing exposure therapy, because it's overprotective. The anxiety is unbearable, is what you're thinking, and I must do something to make it feel better. This trains in the idea that the anxiety is dangerous, which causes more anxiety over time. You don't want to do that. You want to go into things relaxed. You want to wash away your daily stresses, like in between going home from work and going in the front door. This is a great time to do some of these things, but not when you are in the height of an anxiety or panic and say that I have to do something to make it feel better right away. That is just entrenching the idea that anxiety is dangerous, and it isn't. So we don't need to get rid of it right away. We just need to ride it out. The more you ride it out, the more your brain will get the message that, hey, this isn't such a big deal after all. Now, before I get to the relaxing from head to toe, I want to thank today's sponsors. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy, and people don't always realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grinding, and even digestive issues can be indicators of stress. And let's not forget about doom scrolling, sleeping too little, sleeping too much, undereating, and overeating. We all experience stress, and it's our response that makes a difference in how we feel. Our response determines if we stay in the cycle and end up going down the wormhole. Stress shows up in all kinds of ways, and in a world that's telling you to do more, to sleep less, and grind all the time, here's your reminder right here, right now, to take care of yourself. Do less, and maybe try some therapy. I have someone to talk to who helps me keep perspective, deal with stress, and to stay on keel in my business and my personal life. And you can too. BetterHelp is a customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. Give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and the Anxiety Coaches Podcast listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/ACP. That's BetterHelp.com/ACP. And I want to tell you about Naked Nutrition's Vanilla Pea Protein Shake that I have been enjoying. No artificial sweeteners, flavors, or colors, and that gets my stamp of approval. They have a delicious product line including whey proteins, vegan proteins, pre-workout, recovery supplements, and recently they've added protein cookies. Their Naked Shake is made with their best-selling pea protein from U.S. and Canadian farms and MCT oil. It mixes easily with water and tastes great. No GMO, no soy. It's vegan, certified gluten-free, no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or colors. It's available in chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, banana, and peanut butter blueberry. If you like to go really simple with your ingredients, try the Naked Whey or the Naked Pea. The unflavored versions contain only one ingredient, and the flavored versions contain only 3 ingredients. Get your blender out and let me know your favorite. Go to nakednutrition.com and use promo code ACP to get 15% off on your first order at checkout. That's nakednutrition.com for 15% off your first order with promo code ACP. That code expires July 31st, 2022. So let's get into a nice, comfortable situation. Of course, if you are driving or taking care of children or doing anything where you need to keep your eyes peeled, please do that and come back to this later. Otherwise, really see if you can just melt into this a little bit. It's totally simple, and I want you to be able to come back to this on your own and do it whenever you feel you want to take a little break. Have this be your own little oasis. I relax from head to toe. I release tension from my body and my mind. I relax from head to toe. I can take a break anywhere. I can find a quiet spot at home and turn the lights down low. I can shut my eyes briefly and still my thoughts while riding on a plane or sitting in a busy restaurant. I breathe deep. I focus on the sensation of air entering my nose with each inhalation and leaving with each exhalation. I gradually lengthen my exhalations until I feel tranquil and content. I maintain a beginner's mind. I enjoy experimenting with different relaxation techniques without feeling pressured to achieve any specific results. I visualize a beautiful and peaceful environment. I imagine myself sitting on a snowy mountaintop, inhaling the scent of pine, or walking across a sandy white beach, listening to the seagulls cry. I can adjust my posture. I sit up straight, expand my chest, and lower my shoulders. I scan my body for trouble spots. I can focus on one muscle group at a time. I clench my fists and then open them up. I repeat the process from head to toe until I loosen up all over. I slow down. I shorten my to-do list to be realistic about what I can accomplish each day. When I am feeling under pressure, I can resist the urge to rush. Today I thank my body for helping me to live an active and meaningful life. I give it the rest and relaxation it needs to stay in top shape. We can come back to this feeling of relaxing from head to toe over and over again throughout the day. No need to go anywhere special. No need to change anything. Even if you need to take a few minutes in the restroom to just have a moment to yourself and slow things down, relaxing yourself from head to toe. And again, thanking your body for helping you to be where you are, to live the life you are living. I do have some questions I'd like to see if you could add in to your journal, of course, always looking at the journal. I want you to ask, how does relaxation enhance my overall health and well-being? Really think about it. Ask yourself, when I take the time to relax, how does this enhance my overall health and well-being? I bet you can see the places that it makes a difference. You can also ask yourself, how can I deal with stress in my workplace? Because with the people that I talk with one-on-one, workplace stress is very, very troublesome at times. So see if you can come up with how you can deal with stress in your workplace, even if you are not experiencing that at this time. Having a plan ahead of time would be awesome. And lastly, I want you to ask yourself, this is an interesting question, why is laughter so relaxing? Have you ever thought about it, how you feel after a good laugh, a good belly laugh? Why does that make you feel so relaxed? And even if you don't come up with a bunch of answers here, do find some time to have some good laughter. Do find a way to at least consider how you could deal with stress in your workplace. And I want you to know that relaxation does enhance everyone's overall health and well-being. And maybe you can pinpoint where it is in your life. I wish you a wonderful, peaceful, relaxing rest of your day. I love being here with you. That's it for today's episode. And before I read today's quote, I want to remind you that if you want more than what's offered here and more personal guidance, you might be ready for our group coaching membership program. It's a deeper dive into what you learn here on these episodes. Each month, you'll receive 2 anxiety clearing skill sheets sent in email. You'll also receive 2 live group coaching calls, which are recorded in case you can't attend. Those will help guide you through your challenges. And there's also a secret Facebook group for coach and community support every day, all month long. So if you're ready for more, go to anxietycoachespodcast.com/group-coaching and join today. I'd love to see you in the group. And now for today's quote. The time to relax is when you don't have time for it. And that's from Sydney Harris. I'll be back in a few more days with another podcast. Until then, be well and aloha.
Thanks so much for joining us for today's episode of the Anxiety Coaches Podcast. Find more information at theanxietycoachespodcast.com.